Howdy howdy, this is Ethan Bonreal, and I am playing more Mother 3. So last time we were here, we met up with Alec, and now his grandfather, to hunt for our son Claus. He has some information about someone who might know about Klaus's whereabouts, and if you don't remember, Klaus may or may not be in grave danger. He went off to go fight a fucking dinosaur with his tiny child. Hello? Casa del Conti? Hello? What's going on? Why is everyone serving? Ooh. Okay, let me finish my intro. So Klaus is a little kid and he's trying to fight a dinosaur, so he's probably gonna get fucked up. So we need to save his little ass before he gets in some big trouble. Because we are a big buff cowboy that for some reason is the main character. I don't know. Why are we a cowboy? Why are we not a schoolboy? I talked about that a little bit last part. So this time around, we're gonna figure out what the fuck is going on here in Casa del Conti, and we're gonna move on with things. Hopefully, Klaus is okay. Actually, who should I talk to first? We'll go from left to right. So sleepy. Oh, humans. Visitors, magnificent. You simply must have some of this cake. It's scrumptious. Is that Alec? Oh, it is. It is. So good to see you, Snookums. Uwu. My, who are these two? Don't be rude, Ionia. Introduce us. Oh, of course. Where are my manners? This is my good friend Alec. And who's this with you? Flint, you say? Well, it's very nice to meet you. Now let's get you all properly introduced to us, the Magypsies. You're in luck. We have a party today. Nearly all of us are here. First we have Aeolia, then there's Doria, Fergia, Lydia, and that one over there is Mixolydia. The only one not here is Locria, and you can call me Ionia. Huh? You can't remember all of that? Of course not. That's why I just introduced you, darling. Isn't that how it works? Right, Alec? Oh, it has been a while. I'm glad to see you're well. I hear you helped my grandson, Klaus. Do you know where he might have went? Oh, you mean that rambunctious little squirt from a while ago? Then I suppose that Flint fellow is his father. Yes, I can see the resemblance now. You have the same eyes. So what the fuck's going on with Klaus? Where is he? Oh, he ran off. He was in a great hurry, mentioning something about avenging his mother. I was feeling generous at the time, so I sent him on his way with a super powerful PSI technique. I doubt he'll be able to use it very easily, though. So he left? And you didn't stop him? What if something happens to him? Oh, get over yourselves. We couldn't care less about you humans, here one moment and gone the next. You poor things barely even live 100 years, if that. That's a blink of an eye to us Magypsies. Why would anyone bother to care about such short lives? They're so fucking mean. Holy shit. Now. Mixolydia, Fergia, humans worry about such short lives. Isn't that right, Alec? I understand how you feel, I really do. I don't care if you understand or not. Just tell us where Klaus went. The boy headed for Drago Plateau, quite rambunctiously, if I might add. Barely seemed concerned about his own short little life. If you go now, you might just catch him in time. Drago Plateau, you say? Flint, let's hurry. And we'll probably talk to this one on our way out. We haven't talked to her. I hope you find the boy soon. Okay, well thank you. You can do it, humans. Another example of people being very crass in this game surrounding this situation that could very easily end horrifically. And it's kind of hard to tell because, you know, the game is very whimsical and silly, but it's also treating these moments of danger very seriously. And so it's very easy to wonder, is Claus in actual danger here? And that's what we have to figure out. So we're just going to have to proceed as if this is something to be concerned about. So this is what I was talking about earlier, last part, about Alec being really annoying. Is he is giving us instructions, and he's telling us to not be worried, but also we should be worried. You gotta relax, understand? He just stares at him. So, like I said, I'm not gonna read all of Alec's dialogue, because he is kind of annoying in this part. And it, like, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's flavor, and it kind of serves its purpose, which I talked about last part, but I'm not a super big fan of it. In any case, this is the same recording night as the last episode. Like I was talking about before, I went on that California trip. Something I didn't get to talk about in the last episode is that I was getting, like, sexually harassed a lot. Like, not literally, but, like, when I was on Grindr, like, they would not, or specifically the bottoms would not, like, leave me alone. And that area was not very dense. There was probably, like, I could go down on the Grindr grid probably about, like, I would say four rows, and I was already, like, seeing people, like, 20 plus miles out. So I'm guessing they were just, like, hungry, basically. Because they didn't really have too many people there, and people, in my experience, from small towns tend to be, like, very, very fucking desperate. There we go. But it was kind of interesting. What I mean by very desperate is, like, I would say no, or that, like, I'm busy because I'm working, because I was there to work, and I didn't really meet up with people. I mean, I did meet up with a few people, but I didn't meet up with too many people. And I basically was like, I literally just fucking told you that I can't meet, so why are you still bombarding me with, like, naked pictures of yourself? Like, what's going on here? What's the story? What's the lore? And like I mentioned too, a lot of the people there were a good bit older, or were there on vacation. Actually, one of the people I did hook up with, like, owned a bodega, which was kind of neat. He was actually in pretty good shape, which also is something I could talk about. All of the people there were much more in shape than the people in San Antonio, but they were not necessarily more attractive, which I think is an important thing to differentiate. I don't think being skinty automatically makes you more attractive than people. It just, I don't know. They weren't. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've been programmed to like the place I'm from, but they weren't necessarily hitting the way I guess you would think it would. Because, you know, there's kind of a stereotype that I was in a beach town, that there would be, like, very beautiful people everywhere, but it was just like, they were just like, I don't know, they were just dudes, basically. Alec, shut the fuck up, bro. So I am skipping through his dialogue, so I could probably talk about that a little bit. So he's basically just kind of, like, trying to crack jokes and getting us to chill out while we're looking for Claus, and I don't want to do that because he's our son and he's trying to fight a fucking dinosaur. And I don't need you to make me less tense. This is an appropriate situation for me to be tense in. You know. Which is also why I'm skipping through the dialogue, because he's just, like, forcing us to stop to talk to him a lot about nothing. But I don't know, man. I think when I was there, it was interesting getting a bit of attention, but I also think it could have kind of been anyone as long as I wasn't like from there. And I know for a fact that like that place is a lot busier during tourist season, like during the summer, because it's pretty scenic. So I'm guessing um, they do have periods of time with people, but I think like the second you're someone new on like a dating site or hookup app, you just automatically get a lot of attention. I actually chatted with some people from there, and I was getting a little sad for some of the younger people that were there, where they just like didn't really have dating opportunities. They would have to like drive kind of far to go to places that were like for young people or to like meet other people their age. There also was like a naval academy there. Um, and I had talked to multiple people who were like in their early 20s who were basically talking about how like they had their first romantic partner as someone from that place, from the Naval Academy, but it's just kind of like that was destined to never work because they're only there temporarily until they like go do Navy shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't know. I think that's really depressing when you know you don't have like a lot of opportunities and then you get it and then you like you don't have a lot of opportunities for dating, but then you finally get one, but it's like one that's just destined to be temporary because that person's only there for a set amount of time, and it's like, okay, well, you just go back to being a lonely faggot after um after doing that, you know. Kind of sad. And it's crazy because it's like you're escaping from like not like rural poverty or where there's nothing to do. It's like you're somewhere that's like a very rich area. It's just there's nothing for young people there, and it kind of sucks. I keep fucking up the timing on that. I was doing this song pretty well. Oh, I murdered you. Alright. So I could have actually gotten through this cave a lot faster than I'm going. I'm just kind of exploring a little bit. And this is kind of my halfway point. Like I mentioned, I try to play the game a bit like someone who actually would be playing it, because I've beaten Mother 3 more than once. But I tend to get kind of annoyed when I'm watching Let's Plays of stuff and people don't really experiment or show off, like, I guess their thought process for how they figured out where to go if the game doesn't directly tell you. Or like find treasures and stuff. Like how are you supposed to find that? And so I like to bumble around just a little bit and explore for people who actually like actively watch the screen. Which is kind of weird to me. I always treat Let's Playing kind of like a podcast, but some people they be watching that screen and XDing. Like in some of my stuff, and this hasn't happened in a while, partly because I don't, record that much. Some people were like, "So girl, why were you just like walking past all that shit?" And I'm like, "Oh, you actually you actually watched this? What the fuck? That's weird." We're gonna put some jerky in my mouth. There we go. Hello. I guess we should get ready to wrap up, right? I guess I got like a minute of recording left. What else should I talk about? I don't know. I wish I could say my California trip was like particularly engaging or interesting. There's just gay shit going on, you know. I met some people. That's weird. I guess we'll wait here. I'll finish talking. I met some people. I had sex. I saw gay desperation. I saw income inequality. The ocean smelled like a dirty diaper. And there we go. That's it. Alright, well, I hope you all have a good night. Thank you. You can't see it, but I'm waving at you and blowing you a kiss. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Well, not today because I'm releasing these non-sequentially, but anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.